Guys, so today I'm going to teach you the best part, which is actually being able to create these kinds of advertisements and to get local traction at a local business or whatever kind of cause you're trying to promote. So I recommend using Chrome. Chrome is the best option for almost any kind of browser. And why I say that is because Facebook allows you to do some really good stuff with Chrome. So we're going to head and get started. So obviously we're going to want to go to facebook.com because Facebook is the almighty of all this kind of stuff. So on Facebook, you see a lot of things here. You see your news feed, you see your sidebar, and you see your ads. Now, this won't display unless you have an ad account. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a page. Now, in order for you to have an ad account, you have to have a page. And what I mean by that is if you click this little button right here, it'll actually bring down pages for you, and you can create a page. So this video, I'm actually going to go through the whole step of creating a Facebook ad. So you start by creating a page. So we're going to click Create Page. And for this purpose, we're just going to do a sample, and we'll do brand or product. Actually, we'll do local business since that's what we're talking about. So you click local business, right? And you click on the name for the business. Now, this could be anything, whatever you're trying to promote. So what we're going to say, Justin's Coffee Shop, okay? Page category, we'll say restaurant. It's going to ask you for a street address. We're going to click on, we'll do 1449 Post Road, and that's in Fairfield, CT. Phone number, we'll do a random phone number just to get this over with. There you go. Click Get Started. Okay, so now we have the Facebook page, and this is a business page, right? So a lot of times, the business page will allow you to do a bunch of things that your personal page can't do. Guys, if you're helping out any type of client or any type of business, they need to have a Facebook page. There's a lot of businesses that don't have Facebook pages, and I don't know why. So the first thing you want to do is you want to optimize every single thing on this Facebook page. So when a customer lands on this page, it looks more attractive. The best way to do this is if you click on See All Page Tips, where my mouse is. Facebook will actually give you everything that you should be doing. I highly recommend going through all of this because Facebook has an algorithm which shows your page if it's optimized, right? So if your businesses that you're helping's competitor doesn't have a Facebook page that's optimized, yours will show first, and that's what you want. Right, so we're not going to add all of this stuff in right now just because for the sake of time and storage on my computer, right? We really want to focus on the advertising. So once you have the page like set up, once you have a picture, once you have a cover image, I don't know why it won't let me scroll up, but you guys get the gist, right? This is the cover image, this is the picture. I'm going to show you guys a neat little tool. It's called Canva, okay? And Canva is really nice because it allows you to, because these pictures on Facebook have specific sizes that you must meet for them to look clean. So you're going to have to put a picture up for here, and you're going to have to put a picture up for the cover photo. Now, in order to do a cover photo, Canva is very nice to use because, I'll show you. So you have things like channel art, Twitter head, LinkedIn post, email head. You have all this stuff here, and Canva just immediately makes it look, it looks like it's nice, you know, so it can fit the thing. So as you can see, you have a cover here, and you can click on it, and you can quickly create and design a cover. Now, I'm going to be doing a Canva tutorial a little bit after this video, so don't worry about using Canva right now, but you can see the gist. You can create something like this, quickly download it, and then put it into your Facebook page. We really want to focus on the ad in this video, so let's jump in, right? So on the top right of your Facebook thing where it says the question mark, you can click here, right? Okay. Right here, it says create ads. So this option's been in front of you guys this whole time. So you click this. We're gonna click create ads, and it's gonna bring you into a Facebook Business Manager creation crazy link type thing, right? And it's gonna ask you all of this stuff. Okay. Now I'm going to go one by one as to what this stuff is. Brand awareness. is basically if you want more people in front of your brand, you can click on this. And you can actually click right here, and it'll show you, you increase your brand by people who are more likely to be interested in it. We never use this. We never use reach, okay? Because that just shows your ad to the maximum amount of people. What if you're showing ads to people who don't like your business or aren't interested in your business? You don't want that. This one is the one we use the most. This is called traffic. Basically, what traffic can do is it can take your ad to a different destination rather than Facebook. So I'm going to tell you guys why this is so important in the next coming modules. But for now, just know that if your customer, if your business has a website, you can take people from Facebook to your website. Okay? Engagement. Engagement is you can get the most post engagement, page likes, and events. The reason why this is so different than brand awareness is because Facebook, they optimize it a little bit differently, right? So there's options that like page likes, there's comments, there's, you know what I mean? So it just looks better on the customer newsfeed, and it drives engagement. Applications installs. If your customer has an application on the iTunes App Store or the Android App Store, they can actually drive application downloads by using this form. Video views is one of my favorite ones. Now, video views is you can get more people to view a video, and relatively speaking, this is the cheapest option to do a Facebook advertising. So if you guys are working with clients, video is a must. You must have video. There's no way around it. All right, so video views is my most selected, marketing objective. Lead generation, you can do this right on Facebook. So basically, Facebook will gather a customer's phone number, email, and other information that you want right on Facebook. This is a good replacement for traffic. Conversions, we'll get into that later. Product catalog sales, we'll get into that later. Store visits, basically you can drive people to visit your store. So if you have a pet parlor, you can actually get people to go right into your store. For the sake of video, we're going to use video views, okay? Now, once you click your marketing objective, you use your campaign name. You name it, essentially. So what I want you guys to think about the campaign name is the overall campaign. Now, in the campaign, as you can see to the left here, it goes the campaign, there's the ad set, and there's the ad. So if you guys are going to be working with small businesses, I highly recommend making the campaign name and the ad set as specific as possible. So in this example, we're going to say Justin's Coffee House, 15% off. Now that's a really shitty offer, but this is just for example, right? Click continue once you go, and it'll bring you right to the ad set. Now the ad set is really where I think the bread and the butter is of the Facebook ad. In the ad set, you can target specifically people in your location, right? So if I click here and I click, let's just say an address, we'll say 1229 Post Road, okay? It'll target people within a 10-mile radius of 1229 Post Road. Now this is just an example. Now under that, you can actually bring it by miles. So if you want to target people 50 miles from that location, which I don't recommend if you're working with a local business, you can. You can bring it back down. We're going to say 10 miles, or 5 miles, I'm sorry. 5 miles is better because you're dealing with a really local business. And just so happens that women are the type of people that go into Justin's Coffee House. And the age bracket is, I'm going to say 30 to 55. Now this is what the owner, hypothetically speaking, told me at Justin's Coffee House. He told me that, listen, ladies come in here from 30 to 55, so obviously we're going to target them, okay? Now, you can get into detailed targeting. This part is pretty cool. So you can include people who match at least one of the following and start typing your following here, okay? Now, let's say I want to target people who like Dunkin' Donuts because we sell coffee. You can do that. Let's say we want to target people who like Starbucks. You can do that. And you can even get suggestions, right? So Krispy Kreme would be a good one. People who like these donut shops, coffee lovers, coffee. You know, the actual word donut. Where was it? I just saw it. That's okay. We'll do Baskin Robbins. Okay, so you see how powerful this is, right? So this app ad that you're going to show is only going to target people who have shown interest or purchased from any of these retailers. And you can also do something that I like to do, which is a little sneaky. You can go to Browse. You can go to Demographics. And you can literally target any single person within this demographic. So this place happens to be, where I'm targeting happens to be in Westport. So we obviously want to target people with a little bigger of an income. So you can target people with incomes. What Facebook is basically letting us do is target people who have an estimated household income between 150 and 250 or whatever option you choose. Okay, we're targeting this. We want to target people with higher incomes because our coffee is pretty damn expensive. Let's just say it's made out of gold, right? So we're targeting those people, okay? All right, great. Now we have a little more specific of a demographic. What you'll notice is your potential reach is up here. So my potential reach is 20,000 people. Okay, now that's based on my daily budget, and this is per day. Okay, estimated reach per day is about 3,300 people. That's a shitload of people to see a small business. You don't even see that on TV. Not that many people will even see that on TV, right? So you can immediately see how powerful something like this is, and the fact that it's only targeting people who are already interested in that kind of stuff, right? TV just shows a broad audience. Okay? Once you're done picking your selections here, I would definitely go more into this, but I just wanted to show you guys a gist. You guys can go in here and play with the different behaviors and the different interests and all that good stuff, but I just wanted to show you a good example. So you can click Save This Audience, and what that'll do is basically this audience will save, and for next time you want to create another ad, you can just quickly make this audience, or you can quickly select this audience, okay? Now we're going to go head over to placements. This is also another trick that we like to do, and it's really powerful, and I think that you guys will really appreciate me for this, is always edit the placements. Do never leave it automatic, okay? And why I say that is because it's going to automatically select Instagram and audience network. I'm telling you guys, you do not want that. Unselect those two. Click the little drop down here. If you're ever going to create something for Instagram, do it on a separate advertisement. Do never do them both together. Click these off. You don't want these. You really don't. I'll get into these a little more later, but you know, it's the only one I really like is in-stream videos. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people are watching videos on Facebook, and this will actually put your video within their videos while they're streaming. If you ever seen like a World Star video of people fighting, your video would show up next for a little coffee shop or something like that. That's the only one that I like. Now, this part right here, a lot of people overskip this. I promise you, you will get way more conversions if you take 2 seconds out of your time making an advertisement and just clicking this button and also clicking only connected to one Wi-Fi. Here's why. People who are not on Wi-Fi are probably driving and do not have time to look at your ad and think about it, okay? People who are on Wi-Fi are not, they're not set to look at a phone for a couple minutes. They want to be in and out. They're probably driving. They're probably at an event. If they're on Wi-Fi, they're probably at work. They're probably bored. They're probably on lunch break. So you got to make sure you always click this. Okay. So that's it for the placements. You really got to make sure you do this right here. This is the biggest step. And I promise you, you guys will have a little bit of a learning curve, and some people will make mistakes, but you'll see it. Now, daily budget. This is how much you'll spend per day on Facebook, $20, and this is how much you'll spend per week. You have the option to set a start date and end date. I don't like doing that just because Facebook, there's no commitment. If you don't like an ad and it's not performing well, which I'll explain how to judge if an ad is performing well in a later video, you can simply just turn it off using the Facebook ad app on your iPhone or your Android. So in this example, we want to place something very little, $5. I always recommend putting $5 and seeing how it works, because once you do that, then you can kind of drill down on what's working well. Okay? So test out $5 for a day, and then click continue, and this will bring you right to the advertisement. Okay? Now the advertisement is pretty important. This is what people will actually see. So in this example, we're going to use Justin's Coffee Shop. Now you can add a video. That's what the ad is, okay? Or you can do a canvas, but I'll explain that in a different video. So you upload your video through here, okay? We'll just say this one. This is a video I created for one of my clients. Okay, add your video. It'll take a little while to load. And then go down. Okay, so now that we've got the video uploaded here, you can select what's called a video thumbnail. So this is when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see that there's like a little video play sign. You want to have the video that has the most action. So I'd say like this one of my client actually holding a pan of fire. And then you go down. These are video captions. So if you're a business owner or you're working for a business and they're talking, you can actually upload your own captions, which I highly recommend because some people watch the videos when they're muted. This is what the video will look like, okay? Now you want to write text that clearly explains what's going on in the video, right? And I'll say something like Chef Daniel cooking a mean shrimp dish. And then you want to use something that's kind of persuasive. So say something like, try us out on 1229 Post Road and receive a, oops, spelled that wrong. Receive an appetizer free on us, and then say something like, just say, or just mention you saw this video. Okay, so now what we have here is we have, obviously this makes no sense because it's a shrimp dish, but you're talking about a coffee shop. You'd want to say something along the coffee shop, come in and we'll give you a free coffee if you're a first-time customer. Now, so that's great. So now you have the video, you have the text, and you have it sponsored, which means it's going to go out to all those people who are interested in this kind of business. We didn't add a profile pic, that's why it just says J here, but if we were to add a profile pic, it'd have a picture on there. So now as you can see, like the customer they have a couple of options. They have, they could like the page, they can comment, they can like, they can share, they can tag. We're going to get into more persuasive ways of the post because guys, this right here is the offer, right? This is the offer. Now in the video before I mentioned that it goes offer, landing page, thank you page, and then email. So this is just the offer. So the offer really has to be powerful. You really have to have something where a potential customer will acknowledge it. You can't just I can't just put a video up here saying, "Oh, come check us out," without the free appetizer because nobody's going to take action. People are on Facebook, they're looking for deals. They're not looking for just a business owner to just talk about their business, right? So you can add a website URL, which I highly recommend doing, right? So in this case scenario, it says come try us out. So what we can do is we can actually go to Taberna's website, which is one of the client that is the video, and you can actually, add the website onto the ad, okay? Add website URL, click here, there you go. Now what it'll say is learn more right here, learn more. So when somebody clicks that, it'll redirect them to the website. Now there's a million of powerful ways to do this. I'm just showing you guys an example. I think you guys will be shocked at what I'm going to show you in the next coming videos, right? The headline will display on the bottom as bold. So say something like free appetizer on your first visit. Okay, that'll come right here. It'll be in bold. Great, looks good. Then you can click the newsfeed link description. Okay, so when people are scrolling through this, what you want to do is just type what the video is about once again. So you can say something like Taberna in Fairfield is giving away a free appetizer with your first visit. So now the customer absolutely already knows what the video is and what's going to happen if they click learn more. Usually these two correlate together. So this is about it, guys. I really hope this was helpful for you. If you haven't seen this before and if you want to see other things, just comment below and let me know what you want to see. But once you're done with the ad, I'm just going to recap. So we started at campaign, right, and we chose an objective. The objective was video views. We want people to view our video. Next, we went to ad set. We chose an audience where we defined that audience based on our business. We chose our placements, where our advertisement will show, and we chose a daily budget schedule. Okay. Next, we went to the ad itself, what people are going to see on the front page. We clicked the offer or the page we're going to use. Then we click the video, then we click the text, then you just click place order. So that's it. That's how you fully create a Facebook advertisement from step A to Z. Now, obviously, this gets way more in depth and there's a lot more strategy, but I really just wanted to show you guys the simple steps of doing one. It's really not that hard. I highly recommend using video. It gets a lot more engagement. So we're going to talk about in the next video how to actually target with strategy. So in this video, I just targeted doing nothing. I just really just picked random stuff. But in the next video, we're going to use a real business as an example, and we're going to see who we can target based on statistics in that business. This is huge, guys. This is huge, right? So Facebook is basically telling us, hey, we know that this person does this. You should target them. You know, that's insane. No other form of advertisement does that. So I really hope to see you guys on the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe because I'm going to be showing you ridiculous strategies on Facebook and really the whole process on how to get results for a social media client or for yourself if you own a small business. Thanks, guys.